Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. My name is Georgie Blacks. I come to you humbly this morning to address that something been on my mind. First, I'd like to say big up to all the giants in the soca industry. You are a name brand artist, and when I say name brand, I don't mean any form of disrespect. All that I'm simply saying is that you have built your name and you have built your brand. So I call you name brand artist. Big up to you for putting in your work on building your brand and building your name. All right, with that being said, I would like to address the the talk that's been going around soca mafia and stuff. First of all, there is no soca mafia. When you think about mafia and how mafia operates, this is nothing resembling mafia. All right? I wish there was a soca mafia. If there was a soca mafia, I wouldn't be talking about this right now. I would be somewhere preparing myself for performing on somebody's stage, because the way how mafia operates, they operate on business. They stand on business. All right? They do big things. There's no set of millionaires in this soca industry. There's no set of millionaires. They have a few making some money. All right? If there was a mafia, there would have been a lot of millionaires. There would have a lot of artists, because mafia understand their strength in numbers. And they understand the more soca artists that's out there, that's more money to make, more shows. You understand? And plus, mafia is organized. This soca industry is not organized. So therefore, there's no soca mafia. You understand? What we have is a bunch of radio personalities who not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not doing the job they're supposed to do. Instead, they're running down the hype, and they're looking to run down women and all these different things, opposed to creating new artists, right? They're always pointing their finger and saying that the soca artists are lazy. We are lazy, and with this and with that. I've been putting in the work. They always talk about putting the work. You have to put in the work and you have to be consistent. I've been putting in the work since 2004. Everything they say to do, I did. Right? You go create your music, right? You make sure it's done to their standard, right? That's one of the first things you do. You make sure it's done to their standard. Then you put it out. You put out visual. Or everything they say to do, I just do. And yet still no results. So I would like to know what work you all are talking about. What work you guys are talking about putting in and consistent. Since 2004 to now, I'm still doing the same thing, putting out music, creating contents, all different things I'm doing, all type of things I come up with to get my music heard. Right? And yet still, you all have the nerve to say that soca artists are lazy and they don't like to put in the work. Let me ask you all something, radio personality. All of you all are coming close. Let me ask you all, you guys something. What you all have done for soca music lately? All right? What you all have done? Which one of you all radio personality had took a no-name artist and brought them to the forefront and say, hey, this is such and such, I'm introducing him to the world. This is such and such. Which one of all you done that? Which one you all have said, hey, this is such and such, I'm introducing them to the world. Listen to their music. And you had made that artist become successfully by playing their music. Which one of you all radio personality has done that? And you all have the nerve to say that soca artists are lazy and they don't like to put in the work. Before I built my studio here, I used to have to travel 2 hours to go to Brooklyn to record my music. You hear me? 2 hours I used to have to travel to go all the way to Brooklyn to do my music. You understand? But last song I recorded, I had to go all the way to Queens by my brethren Patch House to record the last song I did. You understand? And on top of that, we had to be going over and making sure it meet all your quality and all your standards, all your set. All this, put up visual, all the different thing. Come on the internet, talk, do all different type of thing, promoting the music. And yet still all you had the nerve to say that soca artist is lazy. When all you that's just always the ones who that just sit down and wait to hear a next hit song and run with it. All you wait to see who's popular on the internet, on social media, who going forward, who going viral, and jump on their bandwagon. And all you had the nerve to call soca artists lazy. Always the lazy ones. Always the lazy ones. Who's not putting in what work all you that's put in? All you always talk about putting work. What work all you talking about? I would like to know if there's something else other than what I'm doing I supposed to do. Let me know. You understand? And I don't really care who mad at me for saying what I have to say, because I don't depend on soca music. I love soca music, but I don't depend on soca music. All what I achieve in life had nothing to do with soca music. You understand? Father God has blessed me with these hands. I am very talented with these hands. I have 6 different trades in which I get paid from all 5 of them. And one of them I don't get paid from, which is soca music. Soca music is my trade, and it's something I love. That is one of my trade. I don't get paid for it. And I do it mainly for the love of it. I love my culture, and I want to see my culture reach somewhere. You understand? One of the things with this soca music, you understand? It's not recognized as a genre. All right? If we had a soca mafia, soca music would be recognized as a genre. Soca music would have, what you might call it, Grammy. Soca music would be getting Grammy. But we have none out of the 2 of those things. And that's how I could say there's no soca mafia. What we have is a bunch of people who's not doing their job. And they're quick to point fingers and say soca artist is lazy and they're not putting in the work. How? We send the music to you. And because my name is not Bungie Gallon and my name is Georgie Blacks. Who's Georgie Blacks? I get pushed to the side. They look for Bungie Gallon, they look for Marshall. You know, whichever name brand artist they know, that's who they look for. And big up to the name brand artists and them. You all are excluded from this conversation. This has nothing to do with you all. You're doing your thing. This is not to throw no blame or any shade on you guys. Big up to you all. You're all doing your thing. I'm just calling it as I see it. You understand? All the blame goes to the radio personality. How could people hear our music if you all not playing it? You talk about putting in the work. How you all expect we to see we way if you all not playing our music? You understand? Does that make sense? Let it make sense. You put out music, you send it to the radio station. We're supposed to be giving it a play. They're not playing it. Gallon, I saw Gallon on social media yesterday. He bust one of his songs. And he proved my point, what I'm making right now. He said other artists that had to go to the radio station to bust this song. all right? But he could bust his song right now on stage. And that's what he did and mash up the place. And the reason why he could do that is because the radio stations and them are playing his music. They know who, so people know who he is. An artist like me can't afford to do that. Nobody knows who I am. They don't know my music. They're not familiar with me. You understand? So how you're talking about putting work, what work you're talking about? I am putting in the work. You all need to do all your part. And that's the problem. You all are not doing your part. You're all supposed to help the artists get a hearing. You're not doing that. And the thing about it, this thing, it could be so big, but all you're stifling it, all you're stifling the culture, stifling it, it's not reaching nowhere. And yet still all you're not doing anything about it. So, with that being said, I am calling on John Public, whosoever view this, please share it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to go and listen to Georgie Black's music. All you help my thing to go viral. You understand? Because it seemed like this is the only how they will start paying me any kind of attention. So please start going and stream my music. My post on them, please repost them so that these people could start paying me some attention and have my music playing. All right? Thanks.